Well, East Bengal are not yet done and out, and for that fact to remain as if they need to beat Mata Rukmani today. 4 matches left, 12 points to play for, and Sujata Kaur will see this as 3 points clearly. Mata Rukmani lost in their last 2 matches, and the latest one against Mumbai Knights. A victory here will take East Bengal into the top 3. A loss here, their qualification hopes will be dented. A contest with far-reaching consequences, where every team must win, and Santanu Ghosh knows that and has rung in the changes too from that loss against Mumbai Knights. Hoshika and Pushpa out. In comes Sandhya, the youngster, and Devika Yadav gets a start. Ripika Koram on the wings. These are the changes made in vital positions. And well, on the bench they've got Priyanka Futon, one of the most experienced player, Payal Kawasi and Muskan, another interesting name that starts from the bench. Now let's have a look into the lineup put out by East Bengal. 4 changes from the red and gold brigade from that win against Kahani Football Club. Melody Chanu comes in goal. Neelu Tirke makes way for Sulanjana Rao, who is back from her national duties. A goal from their skipper Ratna Halder from the spot kick gave them the points, and they retain the core of their attack. And on the bench is Shushmeta Bardhan. She has been wonderful during the Kanyashri Cup, and she's got something up her sleeves. Great option to call upon off the bench. And that is something a Kaur will not look forward to. If this team can close out the game, then actually there won't be any need of Shushmeta Bardhan in this match. And Mata Rukmani can cause some upsets and will look to make an atmosphere that will really make it difficult for East Bengal to win. One historic team against one which is trying to stay in the league. And all said and done, Shantanu Ghosh has put up the best side in the lineup, and got to see how Anjana Thapa and Shubhangi Subba actually control the midfield. Her first time coming out into the first 11, gonna be very interesting. For Devika Yadav, she is partnering up top alongside Priyanka Kashyap, and Mata Rukmani head coach Shantanu Ghosh going with a typical 4-4-2. Sujata Kaur sticking to her 4-2-3-1 with Bernali and Gianni Mara, the two sitting midfielders. Rimpa Halder will be playing off the shoulder of Tulsi Hemram. Sulanjana Raul and Moshumi Murmu on the two wings. Neelu Tirke has been rested for this particular encounter. And all these players which are in the lineup today are players who can move off the ball and make their impact without the ball with their running instead. It's all about how they blend together as an unit. Rimpa Halder, she's sizzling up top, and they will look to use the wings as well. And well, the Group A going down to the wire. The scenario here, Gokulam on top, Mata Rukmani at the bottom, and East Bengal simply breathtaking to reach on the top, while Mata Rukmani are battling for survival and East Bengal are battling to end a very long wait to win the top division title. And 3 points may not really seal it. It will make the qualification race very, very interesting. And there she is, Sulanjana Raul from Bhaganpur in East Midnapur district. She was part of the Indian under-17 team recently. Scored 11 goals for East Bengal in the recently concluded Kanyashri Cup. And with the sort of a lead that Gokulam Kerala had early on in the season, on top of the table, we all thought it would not really come to this game in terms of how important it will be in the race for the qualification. But as it stands, this league, like every other, have been so unpredictable here, and we are here at the Trans Stadia with both the teams walking out. This is the penultimate game. It means worlds to the fans of the East Bengal back home, and 3 points could change the course of history in the Hero Indian Women's League. And Gokulam Kerala continuing with their winning streak by defeating Hops at 8 a.m. at the Shahibag Police Ground. A breast from Sabitra Bhandari, and Roja Devi opening her scoring of this competition. The other game between Misaka United and Mumbai Knights ended 0-0. which means Mumbai Knights will be placed second in Group A with 7 points from 3 matches, and Gokulam Kerala on top, and Misaka are third with 4 points. And well, the two skippers for this game, Ratna Haldar of East Bengal and Nilima of Mata Rukmani, both of them are centre backs, and the referee Rachana Kumari in charge of this game, and Chim Chim Seto and Debala Ilangbam will be assisting her. And the fourth official is Neetu Rana. Kimberly Miranda is the match commissioner. They are yet to cause any trouble, Mata Rukmani coming to Ahmedabad, but they are a talented side in terms of keeping up with nearly the same 11. In case you are just joining us, it's a 4-2-3-1 from Sujata Kaur, and with Rimpa Halda playing off the shoulder of Tulsi Hembram on top. She gets a start, and Gianni Mara back to fitness at the right time. And meanwhile, Shantanu Ghosh has also gone for a very basic 4-4-2, and Priyanka Kashyap going to have that free role. And East Bengal's top creator Rimpa Halda with a goal and an assist in the lineup, and probably the first name in the team sheet. We were making that point early on about how Ripika Koram and her pace is going to trouble the likes of Mini Roy and Ratna Halda. Both of them senior defenders. They know their positioning. They are strong on the tackle, brilliant in the air. But speed, however, could be a problem. And acceleration more importantly against the number 11. And Priyanka Kashyap gonna be running directly at them. And certainly Sujata Kaur will have done her work in terms of preparing her centre backs for this. It's not a big mystery, or she's made certain change. There has been time to train, and the training must have gone behind probably stopping somebody like Kashyap. Drills where Maushumi or Tulsi comes at them, and I think all that happens when you train these days. This combination of Ratna and Mini Roy worked very well in the last game. And Mata Rukmani can derail the season of one of the Kolkata Giants as they take on the other half of Kolkata, the half that bleeds red and gold. And this game will evoke some great memories for them, and they will look to sour some memories for Sujata Kaur. Meanwhile, a coach, a top player of her time with laurels on her cabinet, will look to win some for the red and gold as a head coach. It will all depend on how they try to penetrate behind the defense, move around without the ball, and that's going to be interesting because these two teams love building up from behind. And East Bengal early attack from them, a low ball in from the right hand side, and regulation take for the Mata Rukmani goalkeeper Joshna Bara. The third consecutive start for the number 1. Priyanka Futin, she's been left out. Deepika Yadav getting a start, and she will look to justify her inclusion into the starting 11. Anjana Thapa and Shubhangi Suba are the two wide central midfielders. Will look to link up with the two wide midfielders in Pinky Kashyap and Ripika Koram. Both of them have got good eyes for goal. Mata Rukmani winless in the last 8 encounters in the Hero Indian Women's League. Their last victory came against the side from Delhi last year in May, and ever since then they're yet to taste a victory. If they manage to get a result here, it would be a resounding result if they manage to get the better of the red and gold brigade. But it's easier said than done. East Bengal are fresh from that win against Kahani Football Club in the previous game, and it's all about building on to that momentum. Sujata Kaur must have reminded her girls of the rigors of playing in a national level competition. They've been unbeaten champions in the Kanyashri Cup, but the Hero Indian Women's League is a different challenge altogether. Flag went up immediately. The player with the intervention is the number 28 of East Bengal, and that's Tulsi Hembram. She was flagged off immediately, winning the ball high up towards the opposition's goal. Moshumi Murmu with a loose touch, close on her. It was Ripika Koram, and she wins it off her. Adventurous pass forward. A chase on down the right hand side from Pinky Kashyap, but yards advantage for Melody Chanu, 17 years old Melody Chanu, from the Young Welfare Club. She was part of the Indian under-17 team that lifted the SAF Championship in Jamshedpur last year. A very promising youngster, replacing East Bengal's usual choice goalkeeper Jambalu Tayang, one of the two recruits from Arunachal Pradesh, and one of them is getting a nod today in Gianni Mara, the 17 years old who's piled her trade for Mumbai Kenkre in the Maharashtra Women's League. Without a win, Maka Rukmani in their last 8, all of them have been losses. Searching for one big victory, and East Bengal with a loss and a win. Patchy from Sujata Kaur, while is in the top 5 looking for consistency. One team though is looking at the top of the table, and the other one is trying to get out of the foot of the table. We haven't seen these scenarios before, and both teams are with good strength. Fresh from their first win in the Hero Indian Women's League, East Bengal taking on Mata Rukmani here. And after a heavy 2-8 defeat to Gokulam Kerala on the opening day, the Red and Gold Brigade bounced back with a solitary victory over Kahani on Saturday. Ratna Haldar's late penalty made all the difference for the Red and Gold Brigade as they got off the mark in their debut season. Defending to do here for the Red and Gold Brigade, who are in white this evening at the Trans Stadia. We're looking to take on the East Bengal skipper Ratna Haldar. And a corner kick for Mata Rukmani, the first corner of the game. Debala Ilangbam, the assistant referee, indicating something to the center referee Rachana Kamani. Trying to add different things in the final third. Mata Rukmani straight into the safe pair of hands of Melody Chanu. No troubles whatsoever for the East Bengal goalkeeper. However, despite the win, head coach Sujata Kaur mentioned was left wishing for more from her team. Despite winning, the team couldn't play to the on the left. Ripika. East Bengal wins the possession back, and looking for a constructive build-up, this time through their number 7 Rimpa Haldar into the path of Sulanjana Rao. She's got a lot of space wide on the far left. Comes back across down the middle. A couple of green shirts battling for the ball. Manages to make the clearance. It's half cleared though. And now confidently done from Mata Rukmani. Turns and now continues with her run is the number 7 Priyanka Kashyap, and opens up her body and pulls the trigger from a narrow angle. Deepika Yadav. Positive signs early on from Mata Rukmani. East Bengal needs to get their marking right at the back. Slightly sloppy defending from the Red and Gold Brigade. Anita Rao. The likes of Deepika Yadav certainly has got more pace than Anita Rao. The number 29 getting there first in. Whistle has gone from Rachana Kamani. A genuine case of a foul. It was a free kick in favor of Kahani Football Club. A decision going against Sunaljana Rao. Sujata Kaur did mention her team's strong spirits to recover from the big loss to Gokulam Kerala. It was tough for most of their players who are first-timers in the IWL to go up against the defending champions, but if it was a game played later, would have put on a better show. Here comes East Bengal. Sulanjana is flagged off. We'll see more of that time and again over the course of this game. She's got a bag full of tricks, Sulanjana Rao. A very direct attacker, likes to run directly at a defense. It doesn't like to keep the ball for too long. It can operate down either side. A very direct player, Sulanjana. And her addition into the starting 11 will certainly strengthen East Bengal's attack. It will sharpen the rough edges for sure. The throw in goes East Bengal's way. Mata Rukmani are yet to open the account this season. Kaur showed immense respect towards their opponents, and every team has some potential and they respect their opponents as the stronger one. The head coach of Mata Rukmani, Shantanu Ghosh, featuring in their second Hero Indian Women's League campaign. Sandeep Singh was in charge last year. On the side from Chhattisgarh, they lost 2-0 to Misaka United in their opening game. Went down against Mumbai Knights on the last Saturday. And here they come once more. In some space, Mata Rukmani crossed down the left, chance for a header! What a chance wasted by the number 7, Priyanka Kashyap. Couldn't direct it goalwards. Deepika Yadav with a perfect delivery. Priyanka Kashyap getting ahead of a couple of white shirts. Questions will be asked on East Bengal's defense. Poor marking from the red and gold brigade. A huge gap between the two central defenders. Priyanka Kashyap stole in there. Just couldn't direct it goalwards. That could have been 1-0 for Mata Rukmani without a shadow of a doubt. A big let off for East Bengal. A rude awakening for the Kolkata Giants. Now they are preparing to manufacture the next move from the left wing. Slightly lacking in intensity. This time Ripika Koram. But the previous cross from Pinky Kashyap was absolutely on the money. And how has she missed that one? Just had to touch it in. Now Priyanka Kashyap will be cursing herself for not being able to score from that sort of a distance. East Bengal on tenterhooks. Sulanjana Rao. Rimpa Halda. She was looking for the return. Sulanjana. Well read there by Sandhya Neetan. The right full back of Mata Rukmani. Sandhya, Nilima, Namita and Geeta in the back four. Pinky and Ripika on the wings. Deepika Devi and Priyanka Kashyap up top. It's a typical 4-4-2. Got to play that ball closer towards Deepika Yadav. She can run away with those. That gap between the fullback and the centre back was very inviting. Almost gaping there. A tussle for the ball. A support coming in from the number 7, Rimpa Haldar. Organized at the back, Mata Rukmani. They've conceded 3 goals so far. East Bengal have conceded 8. They've managed to keep a clean sheet in the previous game against Kahani. The flag stays down. Chance for the number 10, Moushumi Murmu. Is deflected behind for a corner. And East Bengal's best chance of this game falling to their number 10, Moushumi, who joined East Bengal from the Police Athletic Club this season. They're 18 years old. She got to score from there. Just getting across at the right moment, Nilima, and making that block. Chances at both ends. And East Bengal's first corner. Anita Orao from Fukao Sporting Association. It's low and hard, could have fallen for Sulanjana. She was on the stretch, almost kept alive by Mamta Singh. East Bengal tidying up at the back. Ball played forward. There was that covering defender in Namita. Talking about Namita, she scored an own goal against Mumbai Knights in the previous encounter. That turned out to be quite handy for Mata Rukmani. They are defending from the front. Sulanjana Raul is an exception in the field of Indian women's football, and even her family could not imagine that one day she would don an India shirt. The 16-year-old from a remote village in Bengal got selected for the under-17 India women's team that took part in the under-17 AFC Cup. Within a year, Sulanjana drew the attention of the Indian women's football fraternity by scoring whopping 11 goals among the star-studded East Bengal women's team in Kolkata. She hails from a remote village named Bhagavanpur in the East Midnapur district, and her father Ganesh Raul is a farmer. Had to go through a lot of hardships to come this far, and that was wasteful from Moshumi Murmu. Had to send some quality in the middle. Caught in two minds as she was making that run down the center. Tulsi Hembram, Rimpa Halder also holding her position on the edge of the penalty area, choosing the wrong option, Moshumi Murmu. Practicing with the local boys really helps Sulanjana to develop strength, stamina and speed. She is so quick on the turn. A 3 goals scored by East Bengal so far. One apiece from Tulsi Hembram, Rimpa Halder and Ratna Halder. Moshumi Murmu yet to get her name on the score sheet. East Bengal will be looking to fire on all cylinders. A win will take them into the top 3 and above Hops and Misaka United. Kahani Football Club taking on Sports Odisha, the Shahibag Police Ground. As that reverse ball, changing wings, a decent cross in but close to the goalkeeper, Joshna. Ball whipped in this time by the number 7 of East Bengal, Rimpa Halder. She is looking very enterprising, heavily involved in the first quarter, leading from the front. This time cut out by East Bengal's number 11 Bernali, one of the 2 signings from Southern Shamiti for East Bengal. A couple of loan moves as well from Shribhumi Sporting Club to experienced campaigners in Mamta Singh and Tulsi Hembram. And driven in across, easily dealt with by Mini Roy. Another player who've joined the Red and Gold Brigade from Southern Shamiti, Moshumi, yet to conjure anything and looking to go direct. Mata Rukmani, Ratna Halder, well defended, stood strong, stood her ground and making a comfortable clearance, not taking any kind of risk whatsoever. It did look like she was playing with fire. One of the defenders in the East Bengal setup could hold her head high. Just 18 years old. Played her club football previously for Chandni Sporting Club from the centre circle, and that was launched long. A clearance from East Bengal's defender. Throw in taken quickly. Moshumi this time with her share of defensive duty. And powering past her marker. Another cross, it's high, but Melody Chanu, she's got excellent reach and plucks it out of the air with absolute expertise. Sulanjana, East Bengal can trigger a quick counter here. Tulsi Hembram, she got to look towards the right and opting to go through the center. Couldn't execute the pass. There are a number of new teams in the ongoing Indian Women's League we have witnessed, but there is one among them that has come through to the league with a motto that says we can and we will, something that typifies them as one of the many superheroes of Indian football. And Mata Rukmani comes from an ashram in the Bastar district of Chhattisgarh, which aims to promote talented local girls through the beautiful game. And this will be the second foray into the Hero Indian Women's League. They finished at the bottom last season. They've won the Chhattisgarh League twice in 2020 and 2022. The team includes young girls from tribal areas between the age of 15 to 20. And some of these girls have also played in the under-17 women's football tournament in Kalyani back in 2019. And Padma Shri Dharampal Saini, a freedom fighter, started the Mata Rukmani Devi Ashram in 1976, dedicated to girls' education and well-being in a state where people in the villages used to believe that educating a girl was a waste of time and money. And he took up the challenge to start the ashram with 8 girls, and now more than 3,000 girls are based in the ashram, besides several academic achievements. The sports were also included in their day-to-day regime, football being one of them. Such an inspiring story. 20 minutes just flown past us. It's 0-0 here at the Trans Stadia. It's match number 18 coming your way on the YouTube channel of the Indian football team. Just a reminder of the results of the encounters in the first half of the day. Gokulam Kerala continuing with their impressive run. That looks offside. Rightfully, the flag went up against Sulanjana. Gokulam Kerala certainly looking the favourites once again to play the finals this season. And apart from them, the other 6-7 teams in the group A are Misaka United, Mumbai Knights, Hops, East Bengal, Sports Odisha, Kahani and Mata Rukmani. And surprisingly, 6 of them making debut this season. Oh, it has opened up for Sulangana Raul. A tempting volley. And a weak try in the end from the numbers 22. Sat up perfectly on the bounce for Sulangana Raul. But a very weak effort from the number 22. The keeper had that covered. Who was marking her though. The ball was inviting. Sulanjana Raul could have given East Bengal the lead here. Escaping one challenge. But the pass played forward was in complete contrast to the work done before. Mata Rukmani team in earlier days, they used to coach the girls through television, watching Messi and Ronaldo, as they did not have proper coaches. But as the girls started to perform well, they got coaches who helped them to nurture more. Saini also believes that educating a girl in today's world is very important, as it helps in the overall growth of the country. And every parent should send their girl child to school and educate them as they are the future of a country. And once they start going to school, there will be changes in their mentality and behavior with the outside world. Shaping up for a pass down the line. Premeditated slightly. Yes, Sujata Kaur, an AFCB license holder, a remarkable player during her days. One of the first with the opportunity to train in Europe. She got a call from Germany. That's a clear handball. The referee was close to the incident, and free kick awarded to East Bengal. There is Gianni Mara. Mamta Singh on top of this. She got to find Tulsi Hembram in an imposing position. Collected on the left edge of the penalty area. Low cross comes in, and an important touch in the end from Namita. And corner kick for East Bengal. Was looking to take on Sandhya Neetam. But a very vital touch from Namita. East Bengal slowly and steadily getting into their groove. Can they get something out of this free kick? It's a good looking ball. Keeper off her mark. An empty net. And the ball has been trickled in by the number 10, Moshumi Murmu. And East Bengal takes the lead here. And for the very first time this season in the Hero Indian Women's League, they have managed to score within the first 24 minutes. The ball was too high for Gianni Mara. She obstructed the goalkeeper. And Josna Barak missed it completely. And a decisive touch in the end from Moshumi Murmu. Kept her eye on the ball. And took a deflection of a green shirt in the way. But good enough to find the back of the net. The red and gold takes the lead. And Moshumi Murmu with her first strike. East Bengal now looking for more. Down the right. This time Moshumi Murmu. The goalkeeper getting there first. Proactive running from Moshumi once more. East Bengal seems to be in complete rhythm. And that goal seemed to have done their confidence a world of good. After those initial hiccups from Mata Rukmani, they have managed to steady the ship, winning the midfield battle, using the pace and off the ball running of Sulanjana and Moshumi Murmu. A lot of their impacts are without the ball and looking to make direct runs towards goal. The likes of Rimpa and Bernally aided this. And that doesn't have much height, which is why East Bengal they rely on high quality cutbacks as they look to overload the penalty area. When you've got someone like Sulanjana Roll on the left hand side, it becomes easier to unlock Mata Rukmani's right hand side time and again. She's got a lot of trickery, a lot of pace, a lot of flair, along culminating with her clean pair of heels. East Bengal's women's team was formed way back in 2001, and in their inaugural season of the Calcutta Women's Football League, they lifted the title, defeating Iraq rivals Mohun Bagan 1-0 at the final, played at the Rabindra Bharati Stadium, with Shanta Dhara scoring the solitary goal for the club. And the following season, East Bengal's women's team reached the final again, but lost in the final against the same team after the game ended 1-1 in the regulation time. The ball sent in low by Ripika, easily defended by East Bengal. A chance for a cross from deep. This is Geeta's ball in. Smacked away by Ratna. It's still not cleared. This time put out into touch for a throw-in. This was Ripika Koram's cross. A decent ball in. But Mini Roy making sure she gets there before Deepika Yadav could react. So at the cooling break, it's Mata Rukmani FC nil, East Bengal FC 1, thanks to that strike on the 25th minute mark from Moshumi Murmu. In 2022, the East Bengal's women's team was reformed after Imami Group came on board as the new investors of the club. And this is the goal scored by Moshumi Murmu from Mamta Singh's corner. She was left empty in the middle. A host of defenders, no one picking her out. A comfortable header. East Bengal began the season by participating in the Kalyanganj MLA Cup held at Uttar Dinajpur and won the 4-team tournament by defeating MLA Kalyanganj 1-0 in the final. And on 18 December they announced the squad for the 2023 Kanyashri Cup. And East Bengal started their campaign with a 2-0 win against West Bengal Police on 20th December at the Rabindra Bharati Stadium, with Sulanjana Rao and Kabita Soren scoring the goals. On Jan 2023, their fourth match of the season, East Bengal defeated Behala Oiko Sammilani by 35-0, creating a record as the biggest win by an Indian club in any women's football game conducted by All India Football Federation. Moshumi Murmu and Kabita Soren, not playing today, scored 6 goals each, and Debrina Bhattacharya and Geeta Das scored 5 each. Shushmita Bardhan scored 4 goals, and Aishwarya Arjun Jagtap scored thrice. On 19 Jan, East Bengal defeated Adivasi United Students Club 3-0 in the last match of the group stages to enter the knockouts, as they finished top of their group with 7 wins out of 7, including 2 walkovers given by Dipti Sangha and Kolkata Union Sporting Club, having scored 58 goals in the 5 matches without conceding a single goal. East Bengal faced New Adipur Suruchi Sangha in the quarterfinals and defeated them 2-1 with goals from Sulanjana Rao and Moshumi Murmu. East Bengal are enjoying a 1-0 lead at the moment. Mata Rukmani need to pull up their socks and come up with something special to split open this East Bengal's defense. Moshumi Murmu once again, she's clearly on, darting into the box, one waiting in the center towards the far side, and inches away from getting a touch was Sulangana Rao. And half an inch taller, she could have gotten there and made that telling touch towards goal. And look at that pace from Moshumi Murmu. And that cross towards the far side. East Bengal are getting numbers inside the box while pushing forward. For Gokulam Kerala, the defending champions, their seamless run continues at the top. A win here for East Bengal will certainly put some pressure on the league leaders. Sulanjana wins it back. Rimpa Haldar can't find a teammate. Slightly wayward, but getting a touch is the number 11. The ball in no man's land. Joshna beaten once in this game. Misjudged the flight of the ball. Here is Moshumi kept in play nicely. Anita from deep. Left it for the number 15. Completely miscues it. Gianni Mara on the bounce. Couldn't make any kind of contact with the ball. Look at that. Generated backlift, but no connection. East Bengal now in search of their insurance goal. Having a good game so far, Anita Orao. No such overlapping runs, but steady in defense. Good with her positioning. The first 35 minutes, Sujata Kaur will take it and try to welcome the positives and point out the loopholes and try to plug them. The first game was a bit of difficult for the Red and Gold Brigade, coming into a completely different kind of condition, playing against the top side. Even though they conceded 8 goals, but they've managed to score a couple of goals as well. It was more about the performance than the result, and that is why we have leagues like this to make players competitive, to have a holistic approach towards the game. Rubbing shoulders with one of the best players of the country is a great exposure of some of the young players playing in the Hero Indian Women's League. And now on the loose ball is a white shirt. And the game becoming a bit claustrophobic, confined in midfield mostly. Pushed out to the right. Ratna Haldar will shield it quite comfortably. The first touch from the number 5, Pinky Kashyap, and making it easy for East Bengal's number 5. Great shielding. Mata Rukmani just trying to penetrate down the middle. They got to spread the game out wide. Try and put in those crosses into the penalty area and ask questions of these Bengal defense. We saw one cross from the left hand side by Deepika Yadav in the early stages of the game, but Priyanka Kashyap failed to turn it in from close range. If this starts crossing from both the flanks, something could be produced, given the factor that East Bengal central defenders does not possess aerial prowess, and if they manages to deliver crosses from both the ends, something can happen. At least they can try and force a mistake. Clipped over the top. Once again advantage for Ratna Haldar. During the Kanyashri Cup, top 4 teams from each group qualified for the knockouts. A format similar to that of the Hero Indian Women's League 2022-23 season. The East Bengal team, known as the Moshal Girls, made it to the Indian Women's League on the back of winning the Kanyashri Cup The core teams remained unbeaten in the tournament, winning all their matches and scoring a whopping 64 goals. There's that a disguised pass. It was so disguised that even Deepika Devi couldn't read it. Slightly behind her as well. Closely marked though by East Bengal's number 4, Mini Roy. Sulanjana coming infield from wide position. Was looking to find room for that switch. Wins the ball in the halfway. And here they come. Oh, beautifully found the gap. And she's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Completely misses. Lost her footing. Ripika Koram. That was a glorious chance for Mata Rukmani to find the equalizer. Miscues it completely. Ripika Koram. An awkward touch of her standing foot. Went off balance in the end. Good looking ball played forward and the flag has gone up. Once more against Ripika Koram. From the wings, beautifully delivered just behind the East Bengal defense. Time and again from the right wing, Pinky Kashyap trying to exploit that gap. That pass was slightly loose. And now onto it is the number 7. Pinky Kashyap. A beautiful ball slipped through. Nicely cut out by Melody Chanu. Time and again the flags going up. This was a close call though. And I think on this occasion she timed her run perfectly. The number 29, Deepika Yadav. Moshumi showing good strength. Crowded out. Now carries the ball forward. Couldn't launch it enough. And now the give and go. Didn't work out. Rimpa. Hot on her heels is the green shirt. Ball played forward. Interception from Mini Roy. East Bengal got to be very careful at the back. They should not overcome it. And make sure they do not leave the back door open. That's a very cheap giveaway in a very dangerous area. Sulangana Rao playing it into the path of Moshumi. In the middle waiting is Tulsi Hembram. Moshumi's cross. And on the chase, Gianni Mara. Running out of space in the end. This was Moshumi's ball. Once again, the flag went up. And the ball just dropping over. Anjana Thapa. Miscalculating the bounce. And now comes straight back to Gianni Mara. Sulangana Rao, she could be in the clear. That's a sharp angle for a shot. It's still bobbing in the area. And missing the target by a whisker. Tulsi Hembram. And can't believe her luck, Josna. What an opportunity for East Bengal to double their lead before going into the break. Sulanjana Rao denied by the goalkeeper. And almost a gift towards the on-rushing Tulsi Hembram. And she couldn't make that chance count. A chance eventually presented itself, but East Bengal failed to score. A rare missed effort on target from Tulsi Hembram. She scored a stunning goal against Gokulam Kerala in the opening game. This time not managing to find her scoring boot. Looking to turn provider Tulsi Hembram. Decent cross. Shot from the edge of the area is blocked. It was still open for East Bengal. And getting numbers back behind the ball. Mata Rukmani. Whistle is gone. A cheap free kick conceded by Gianni Mara. Easy for the referee to make a decision. Lucky to get away with the card, Gianni. Time and again East Bengal knocking through the channel. Well, Sulangana Raul is present. She is proving to be quite a pain. She has Mosumi for the Mata Rukmani defenders to deal with. Coming in field, Mosumi Murmu. Unable to bring the ball under control. It's 2 against 1. The 2 comes out on top. And pass on the turn. Mosumi Murmu chops inside the box, selling one dummy, and that low effort on target. Straight to Josna. Just tiptoeing into the box, Mosumi Murmu, look at that. And then selling that dummy. Took a shot with her weak left foot. And no power on the shot, lacked direction as well. Additional time of 4 minutes in the first half. Is Mata Rukmani Football Club 0, East Bengal FC 1. She won't get there, Mosumi Murmu. She's been very busy in the first half. So as Sulanjana Raula the other wing. Tulsi Hembram just behind her. Gianni Mara. Shubhangi Subba. End-to-end action here. Melody Chanu completely out of her line. And arresting the situation. A lot of time for a cross. And deserved a much better delivery than that. That was Pinky Kashyap. Only one player in green was waiting in Anjana Thapa, making that late run inside the box. Beautifully chested down. Defending in numbers, East Bengal. Looking to go on the outside. Stopped on her tracks by Namita. Struggling to clear the ball. Making an interesting run forward. I couldn't find her. A lucky deflection towards Deepika Yadav. And out of Pinky Kashyap's reach. Mata Rukmani. A move developing from the right. Pinky Kashyap. Attempted cross is blocked by Ratna Haldar. Just a minute left in this half. It's a foul throw. East Bengal will look to get into the break with this scoreline. It's never safe. Just a goal's lead. Those cushions can be popped up very soon. And goal difference is also going to play a major part this season in the Hero Indian Women's League. And now the cross is inviting. Straight to Melody. Oh, fine ball. Spotting the run of Sulanjana. She's got more pace than number 18. But Sandhya, she's got more strength than the number 22. Took that extra touch, not allowing her to go past. Nilima remains sturdy over there. Brings a corner for East Bengal. A corner down the left hand side, resulting into that goal for the Red and Gold Brigade. Mamta Singh, can she help East Bengal double their lead? Yes, well collected by Josna. So half time then at the Trans Stadia. A half that has seen East Bengal pry and prod time and again, but one stab going forward from Moshumi. From this player, Mamta Singh's assist, proving to be the difference between the two teams. And Moshumi Murmu strike, and giving East Bengal the lead. And going into the breather. And these are the chances then in the first half, and the best of the game. Missed by Priyanka Kashyap. She should have scored at least from the replay as well. And Moshumi Murmu's low attempt blocked off. Another wayward try. An opening for Sulanjana Rao, hitting the target a couple of times but not managing to find the back of the net. This time though, Mata Rukmani's resistance was broken by Moshumi Murmu. This was a chance for Ripika Kodam. She completely miscues, and East Bengal survives. So at the break, it's Mata Rukmani Football Club 0, East Bengal FC 1. Welcome back. You are watching Mata Rukmani against East Bengal. The title hopefuls up against a side threatened by relegation. And as it stands, East Bengal will be above Misaka United in third place if the score line remains the same. And that's gonna be interesting for East Bengal if they can keep the lead here. Then there is a good chance for breaking into the top three. And the goal difference gonna be very crucial this season. And got to see East Bengal versus Mumbai Knights and how that game turns out to be. That's the sub made by the head coach Santanu Ghosh. Priyanka Futon comes in for Sandhya. Quickly reverting to a front three. Shantanu Ghosh, Deepika Yadav and Priyanka Kashyap joined by Priyanka Futon. There's going to be three at the back with Nilima, Namita and Geeta. An attacking approach from Sandeep Ghosh, Shantanu Ghosh right from the off. 45 decisive minutes for Mata Rukmani to get something from this game. Heated competition in the Hero Indian Women's League brought in a lot of surprises. Mata Rukmani will have 4 games remaining after this, and the aim is not to finish 8th or 7th. Kahani is one of them, currently placed 7th, but they play Hops next. That's a huge advantage for them because Sports Odisha will be a tough game for Mata Rukmani, who are up by a goal against Kahani at the other venue. It's very important how the change in the second half works, and they know they have the flair up front and they've not utilized them in the first 45 minutes. Mata Rukmani, an early shot comes in. This goes wide and goal kick for East Bengal. From about 25 yards out. And number 27, let's fly. Shubhangi Subba. They need some goals, Mata Rukmani. In terms of talent, they have players like Priyanka Futon and Priyanka Kashyap and Anjana Thapa and Shubhangi Subba as well, who can change games around. Are they willing enough? Or do they want it? Or do they have the game plan to trouble East Bengal? Is the question that we look to answer in this half. And that should be easy for Nilima, the Mata Rukmani skipper, covering the run of Sulanjana Raul. Sulanjana, who was with the Indian squad for the women's under-17 AFC Asian Cup qualifier round 1, joined East Bengal squad in Ahmedabad after serving her national duties. Some fresh faces brought in by the red and gold management for the tournament. The girls have been training together for the past few weeks, and opening match was a big loss against Gokulam, who are the defending champions, and they have some best of the players in the country as well. However, the girls are determined to showcase their talent on the big stage. Gianni Mara, nice turn and pass. Sulanjana. She is up against Nilima. Nicely done by the centre back. The ball is recovered and spreads it out wide. The offside flag went up. Ripika flagged off immediately. 2 minutes into the second half. Mata Rukmani nil, East Bengal still holding on to that slender lead. They will look to increase that lead in the second half. They're finding a lot of time and space in the center of the pitch, Mata Rukmani. Getting her body in the way. Gutsy defending from Ratna Haldar. Getting between the ball and the mark player. Nicely cut out by the number 5. East Bengal play Mumbai Knights next. That is going to be a crucial encounter. All the matches from here on are must win for East Bengal to keep their hopes alive for the quarter-final. Just hits the upright. And the goalkeeper was almost caught off guarded. Melody Chanu slightly advanced. She took into account her lack of height, Deepika Yadav, and went for glory. But the post comes in the way. A scary moment for East Bengal. Getting so close, Mata Rukmani. Early in the second half. Making their intentions very clear. East Bengal busy defending. Knocked out of their strides at present by Mata Rukmani's positive play. Just taking the sting out of East Bengal's high press. She was available for the pass, saw that clearly. She's got half a yard delivered across, which she does. No pace on it. Mata Rukmani just dealing with the second balls. A lot better in the second half. This is much better from the red and gold brigade. That's more like it. Looking for the run of Moshumi. She gets in front of her marker. Puts a break on her run. Disappointing in the end. A lack of coordination up top from East Bengal. And that was Bernally. Yet to get involved in this game, Bernally, in terms of pushing forward and helping the attackers in a slightly defensive role. Anita looks up. Her cross is blocked. Free kick goes East Bengal's way. Sulanjana Rao clipped over the top. Going in tight on Tulsi Hembram, who was the number 27, Shubhangi Subba. Very industrious in midfield in the second session. And now East Bengal's number 27, Mamta Singh, on loan from Shribhumi Sporting Club. Clearance completed by the number 5, Pinky Kashyap. A slightly scrappy affair down there. East Bengal just keeping things tight at the back and waiting for Mata Rukmani to commit a mistake so that they can quickly latch onto it and hit them on the break. And getting close a couple of times on the team in green. And they will look to break that jinx. East Bengal needs greater control in midfield. Slightly lacking players in the middle of the park. Shriyata Kaur might think of introducing Shashwati Sarkar. She looked pretty impressive against Gokulam Kerala in the second half. So free kick for East Bengal. Seems like there's gonna be a substitution as well. Shashwati Sarkar comes on. tactical ploy from Sujata Kaur. She will bring more control in midfield for East Bengal. Shashwati Sarkar. And free kick here for East Bengal from 40 yards out. Straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Both the teams making a substitution in the second half. A lack of creativity from that free kick. Went directly from goal. You need to be a player of supreme quality to score from that sort of a distance. Very rarely you see players across the globe score from that sort of a distance. The goalkeeper called into action. Rimpa. She'll get another go at it. Sulangana should be offside. Debala Ilangbam, the assistant referee. And the flag went up immediately. East Bengal so far in this competition criticised for playing football one half and then switching off the other. Yet to blend together into the coach's system. It will take time, it's not rocket science. The more the tournament progresses, we'll see players gelling together. A lot more swiftness in terms of moving the ball around. Still the early stages, just the third game. That's a towering header from the East Bengal skipper. Winning the physical battle on this occasion, Mata Rukmani. They look to be a completely different side than what they were in the first half. Smacked over the top. Too much weight on that. Looking very confident in goal, Melody Chanu from the Young Welfare Football Club. Joining East Bengal this season. Oh, nicely done there. Beautifully done, escaping the marker. And now cutting in onto her favourite right foot. Was the number 28, Tulsi Hembram. Goes down, referee waves play on. Looks like she's hurt her knee. Tulsi Hembram. There's that cut back onto her right foot. Well read on that occasion from Mata Rukmini's number 5, Pinky Kashyap. Just anticipating that Tulsi Hembram gonna go onto her right foot, quickly closing her down. Sometimes you got to set up your markers by setting them going on the outside probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then on one occasion go inside and take them by surprise. That hasn't happened yet for East Bengal. Rushed out Melody Chanu. Sulanjana. No support coming in from the number 17. Spreading it to the near right. Lovely give and go. Moshumi Murmu. Chance for a cross. In it comes. And out it goes for a goal kick. Had a lot of time on the ball, Moshumi. Too much elevation on the cross. Pulled it away from the grasp of Shashwati Sarkar. Taking the aerial route time and again. East Bengal's high press suddenly leaving Mata Rukmani with very few options and eventually forcing them to go over the top. There's that covering defender in Ratna Haldar. East Bengal maintaining their shape at the back. Mamta Singh. East Bengal playing the ball to feet. The possession snapped away by Mata Rukmani and offering a run through the left. A nice intervention from Mini Roy. Moshumi looking for a quick turnover. East Bengal. A poor first touch letting her down. Ripika Koram has set off from the left wing. And no troubles whatsoever for the East Bengal backline. They're looking good, playing with a lot of confidence. Talking to each other, trying to stay close to each other. A lot of gaps were visible in the opening game, but even in the first half against Mata Rukmani, seemed to be a lot more tight in the second half as we approach the hour mark. Through the inside channel goes Rimpa Haldar, sets up Moshumi. Flag went up. Moshumi clearly offside. Gokulam Kerala, champions of the Hero Indian Women's League twice. Setu Madurai have won it in the 2019 season. The Women's League, the first professional football league for women in India, started in 2016 with the first edition held in Punjab and Eastern Sporting Union of Manipur winning it. The flag is down. A chance for Mata Rukmani into the side netting. Another chance goes begging. This time it was Anjana Thapa. Completely empty in the center was Ripika Koram. She was asking for it. Anjana Thapa was well within her rights to go for goal. But Melody Chanu just good enough at her near post to save the blushes. An awkward spin. In second try, clearing the danger. And now Sulanjana Rao on the ball. Dribbling, controlling. Rimpa Haldar. A hint of a handball there. Which is why free kick for Mata Rukmani. They even didn't had a proper training guards this side from Chhattisgarh. They are very much passion driven when it comes to football. The team looks much more reassembled than the last season. A couple of very vital signings, the likes of Payal Kawasi, who is on the bench, Muskan, managing to retain Ripika Koram. She's scored a couple of goals last year for them. Yet to score, yet to open their scoring this season. Almost 3.5 halves of football without a scoring. This was the ball arrowed in, aiming for Rimpa Haldar. Burnley using her outstep and couldn't clear. The number 20, the number 2 rather, of Mata Rukmani Geeta. Priyanka Futin replacing Sandhya. That's the only change made by Santanu Ghosh in the second half, and Sujata Kaur brought in Shashwati. And ever since her arrival in the middle of the park, Mata Rukmani's moves have stopped. And there's a very tactical move from Sujata Kaur. A lot more confidence when it comes to controlling the game in this region. Bernali combining well with Shashwati Sarkar. Every time she's planning to make that run, Moshumi Murmu just flagged off and not managing to time her run to perfection. And that offside trap laid by the Mata Rukmani defense. Just playing a bit of a gamble here, Santanu Ghosh. Time and again, just Sandeep Singh comes to my mind. The last season's manager did a commendable job. These girls getting a taste of playing at the national level for the very first time under his tutelage. And now Santanu Ghosh taking over from Sandeep Singh. Another route one ball. Cushions it behind. Comfortable for the East Bengal defense. Can't get past the number 26. She lines it up from distance. Shubhangi Subba. Slightly ambitious from the number 25, rather, Priyanka Futin. Only one scoring opportunity for Mata Rukmani in the second half. Devika Yadav hitting the upright. And the best chance of the game, though, falling to Priyanka Kashyap in the first half. Could have taken the lead, Mata Rukmani, had they taken their chances. Brought the ball down, but last ditch defending there. Tried to bring the ball down and go for goal, Tulsi Hembram. Look at that. A last minute tackle. Just got back to make the challenge. Bandana saw the goal but didn't see the defender sniffing up right in front of her. Couldn't score. Tulsi Hembram from that sort of a distance. And now it's 2 against 3. Released just slightly early. She was racing through the middle of the number 25, Priyanka Futin. Had released the pass way too early. Sulanjana. Mopped up by the green shirts. Ratna with a no-nonsense clearance. Went up for it. Moshumi. Can she win the physical battle? Still managing to get the shot on target. This time Rimpa Haldar of East Bengal. There she is in a battle with two green shirts. Almost breaks for Rimpa Haldar on the edge of the area. Coming in from behind and making the challenge. Sulanjana loses it out. Shubhangi. Can she pick Ripika? Yes, she can. Ripika keeps going, delivers the cross towards Priyanka Futan and got in the way. Mini Roy. East Bengal survives. Tulsi Hembram. Chance for a breakaway move. From the right hand side, there's a glorious ball played forward. Could be a chance for East Bengal. Just needed that telling touch. Rimpa Haldar. Brave defending from Mata Rukmani. Look at that ball. Keeper off her line. Missed it completely. Nilima with a fine clearance. Bodies on the line kind of stuff from the number 18 of Mata Rukmani. Corner comes in towards the far post, went up for the header. Moshumi still involved. Chance for the number 22, Sulanjana Raul. Straight to the keeper. There's Moshumi. She was interested. So as her strike partner, Rimpa Haldar. In the end, Sulanjana Raul's effort. A powerful header from Ratna Haldar. Misjudges the flight of the ball. And hot on her heels, Tulsi Hembram. Slightly helter-skelter and asking for it. And a flag going up against her. She's on and she beats the keeper and she scores. Rimpa Haldar doubles the lead for East Bengal. A slight hesitation between the officials. The flag initially went up, but the center referee allowed the game to flow. Rimpa Haldar was in on goal. She beats the keeper and puts the ball into the back of the net. You can see Debalai Langvam. The flag was up from the assistant referee. Still waiting for the confirmation of the goal. And East Bengal making a change. Tulsi Hembram is off and in comes Mamta Mahata. And so the goal stands for East Bengal. The center referee allowed the game to flow despite the assistant referee putting the flag up for offside. And there's still confusion regarding the goal. That was the run from Rimpa Halder. Very clever run from the number 7. She didn't wait for the referee's whistle, continued playing. And now cross from the right. And the news from the technical area. That goal stands for East Bengal. So East Bengal have doubled their lead. Mosumi Murmu's strike extended by Rimpa Halder in the second half. Her second goal of this competition. She did score against Gokulam Kerala in the season opener for East Bengal. East Bengal steering at another victory. A victory that will take them into the top 3 above Misaka United. As we approach the last quarter of the game, a whistle for the cooling break. We'll try and show you the goals. One in the first half and one in the second. East Bengal in the driver's seat now. Rimpa Halder with the strike in the second half. A lot of debate and a lot of confusion regarding the goal, but Rachana Kammani did allow the goal, and East Bengal managing to get the insurance goal. The Balai Langbam, the assistant referee, did raise her flag initially. Let's have a look at the goals. Moshumi Murmu. This is how East Bengal broke the deadlock on the 25th minute mark via Moshumi's header. And then Rimpa Halder, despite a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos, continued with her run, beats the keeper and puts the ball into the back of the net. A double change from Rata Rukmani, the number 15, and the number 8, Preeti Bhakte, and Payal Kawasi will come on, and Deepika Yadav goes off. Payal Kawasi, another exciting player. East Bengal also making a sub. Sulanjana Rao has been taken off, replaced by Shushmita Bardhan. This change is getting ready. Not done yet. And now this will allow time for the substitution to happen. And there she is, Shushmita Bardhan. That's that for Sulanjana Rao. Had a decent game. First time in East Bengal colours at the Hero Indian Women's League. A decent outing for the youngster. Caused a lot of troubles with her runs down the left in the first half. Went slightly off the boil in the second, but Sujata Kaur deciding to save her for the remaining matches. And Moshumi Murmu once more flagged off. Moshumi Murmu driven across. This was the 1-2 with Shushmita Bardhan. Time and again the East Bengal attackers just not managing to keep their line with the defenders, not managing to time their run to perfection, falling into the offside trap time and again. And that is something they got to try and avoid. Probably stay near the halfway mark. Allow the 10 meters head start so that when they start their acceleration, they can stay in line with the defenders. These are the technical things you do. Pull out during training. It was a bit of a nothing ball from the number 27 Shubangi Suba towards the far post. A foul on Moshumi Murmu, clearly brought down. She was nudged by Priyanka Kashyap. Another long ball. Sushmita Bardhan tried to head it on. Alert to the danger was Nilima. Uh, 10 minutes of regulation time then left in this game. East Bengal looking to continue their winning momentum. They defeated Mumbai Knights in the previous game and now up by a couple of goals against Mata Rukmani in their third encounter. 4 more matches coming up after this. The top 4 to qualify for the quarterfinal from each group. East Bengal are still in with a chance. Ratna Haldar with some defensive work there, leading the defense from behind. She is very vocal, just talks with her teammates, keeps them on their toes. A snapshot came in from Anjana Thapa, nicely gathered though by Melody Chanu, diving to her left. Now the youngster from Manipur looked very confident between the sticks for East Bengal. Out of Anjana's reach, collected by Moshumi. They have it again. Mata Rukmani. Pinky. Oh, what a vital interception from the number 2 Anita Rao. Otherwise she could have been through and used a nice turn of pace from Rimpa. Low cross comes in. Still not managing to deal with the ball. Taking her time, Nilima, on that occasion. Sometimes you just need to deal with the ball. And almost caught the ball watching there, the number 18. It's a cool, breezy evening here in Ahmedabad. France Stadia, one of the 2 venues of the Hero Indian Women's League this season. The other one is the Shahibag Police Ground. There she is, time and again. She's been flagged off multiple times in this game. But she looked threatening down the wings for East Bengal, time and again. Here comes East Bengal. Nice 1-2. Strong defending there from Mata Rukmani, just taking it away from the feet of Moshumi Murmu. And Muskan of Mata Rukmani might come on. Priyanka Kashyap looks slightly out of breath. The number 7. That's the change. Priyanka Kashyap going off. They have decided to hold on to the substitution. The caller comes in. A chance for a shot, and it comes. Anita Rao with the attempt. Way off the mark. A perfect height on the delivery, eluding everyone. And falls for the number 2, who couldn't keep it on target. Shantanu Ghosh just changing his mind and asks Muskan to come back. He decides to play the remaining few minutes with Priyanka Kashyap on the pitch. A change in tactics. Out of play for a throw in. And now time for the change. Muskan comes on for the number 25, Priyanka Futon. She came on early in the second half, might have picked up an injury. Previously they decided to take off Priyanka Kashyap. In the end deciding to replace Priyanka Futon and bring in Muskan, which is why that change was halted. Should be a drop ball. Hits the ref. Smacked over the top. Controls it, Moshumi. This time stays onside. Far too ahead of Rimpa Haldar, the delivery. Every time a ball is delivered out wide, the flag goes up from the assistant referee. Almost an exhibition of offsides in the second half. Looks like one more in the locker. Once again the flag has gone up, this time against Shushmita Bardhan. Rimpa Haldar nodded it forward towards the number 16 of East Bengal. A clear dominance from East Bengal in the second half. Nothing going forward from Mata Rukmani, apart from that one chance that fell to Deepika. She hit the crossbar. It was a chipped attempt from the far side. Another cross comes in. The keeper spills it, and Moshumi puts it in. The flag goes up against her. Very, very unlucky, the number 10. There's that mistake from Joshna. Moshumi Murmu immediately flagged off. Still about 6 minutes remaining. 2 minutes of regulation time. and 4 minutes will be added on. Time for Mata Rukmani to pull one back and make things interesting in the last few minutes. And a stolen behind Moushumi Murmu. What a chance! What a glorious opportunity wasted by Moushumi Murmu. Time and again making those late entries into the penalty area. Powering past the defender. Almost in on goal. Moushumi Murmu. Couldn't hit the target. The expression sums it up. Mamta Singh down the line. Moushumi plays it in field. And that's the additional time, 4 minutes. And now Rimpa Haldar, she could be one on one. And last ditch defending once more from the number 15. Just getting in the challenge at the right time. Look at that. Just stepping in. And puts her off. Asking Melody Chanu to come out and make the clearance, which she does. And looking on intently, Sujata Kaur. East Bengal heading towards a famous win here in the Hero Indian Women's League 2022-23 in their debut season. Corner here for Mata Rukmani. And they're first of the second half. Look to unnerve Melody Chanu in goal. The number 7 getting ready to deliver. In it comes. Yeah, that's a keeper's take. She missed it completely. And almost tapped in on the line by a green shirt, but crowded out in the end. And East Bengal survives from conceding a goal. And that was the moment. Swung away from the keeper, Priyanka Kashyap, with the delivery. Rimpa Haldar, East Bengal looking to counter, piling bodies forward. But the number 27 stands firm and making sure there's no breakaway move. Into the box. Now out wide for Payal. Taken off his feet by an East Bengal shirt. East Bengal needs to hold on in this last few minutes. Just about a minute and a half remaining. And a Ripika Koram. A great block. Soaking up the pressure in the last few minutes. And Rimpa Haldar, she's had a terrific game. So has Moushumi Murmu. Offering that run through the center. Shushmita Bardhan. Can she get ahead of a marker? Not managing to do so. Should be offside. Flag goes up against Rimpa Haldar. There she is. The last 20 seconds left in this game. Mata Rukmani nil, East Bengal 2. A chance for Mata Rukmani to get a goal back here. This might well be one last chance. One last chance to put the ball into the box. A spirited performance from the East Bengal defenders. A collective effort from the Red and Gold Brigade. Melody Chanu with the goal kick, and that's the full time whistle from today's referee, Rachana Kamani. Back-to-back victories for East Bengal after a defeat in the opening game. The Red and Gold Brigade back on winning track, and how. And after a 1-0 win over Mumbai Knights in the previous game, 2-0 here against Mata Rukmani, and a victory taking them to the third spot above Misaka United and a point behind Mumbai Knights, who are on 7 points. As the Red and Gold face Mumbai Knights in their next game. It was a one-way traffic, especially the second half. The goals from Moshumi Murmu and Rimpa Halder, enough for East Bengal to back full 3 points from this game. The first chance of the match, makes a hash of it, and then that opening for Moshumi denied by the number 2 Geeta. She went on to trouble the Mata Rukmani defense time and again from the right hand side. Sulanjana Rao not managing to find the net, but Moshumi Murmu manages to find the back of the net from this corner. This is how East Bengal took the lead on the 25th minute mark in the first half. Mata Rukmani's best chance of the second half didn't bear fruit. Starting the second half a lot better, East Bengal. Tulsi Hembram brought down, shouts of penalty denied. And then Priyanka Futon went closer, hits the side netting, brought it down. Tulsi Hembram just delayed a bit too much. And this was the best chance for Rimpa Halder to score a brace. And the flag stayed down on this occasion, and Rimpa Halder getting her name on the score sheet and scoring her second goal of the season's Hero Indian Women's League. East Bengal kept on applying pressure. Moshumi Murmu almost broke free but couldn't hit the target. Melody Chanu spilled it. Mata Rukmani had a chance to make the scoreline respectable, but another day that could have been 1-2. Today's player of the match is Rimpa Halder, the number 7 of East Bengal. She will be awarded a cheque of 15,000 rupees. Had a good game, Rimpa Halder. East Bengal will be eyeing to make hat-trick of wins when they take on Mumbai Knights next, and this win certainly will give them a lot of confidence. So at full time, it's Mata Rukmani nil, East Bengal FC 2. Thank you very much and goodbye.